Term Aryan denotes superior race. Meaning of Arya in classical Sanskrit is a noble man. Oldest Veda, Rig Veda. Which of the following Veda was earliest composition? Rig Veda. Tarai is named for three Vedas. Varna is found referred for first time. Rig Veda. Purush Sukta related to Varna system is originally found in Rig Veda. Atharvaved medicine, Rigved God grace, Ajurved sacrifice process, Samved music. Rigved hymns and prayers, Ajurved hymns and rituals, Samved musical hymns, Atharvaved charms and spells. Following four Vedas contain an account of magical charms and spells. Atharvaved. In Rigved there are 1028 hymns and 10,552 verses mantra. Rig Veda is the collection of hymns. Rig Veda Atarya, Sam Veda Panchbisa, Athar Veda Gopatha, Ajur Veda Satpath और तैत्रिया. Brahman texts belong to Rig Veda. Atarya Brahma. Separate Brahman texts were written for each Veda. Brahman text related to Yajur Veda, Taittiriya and Satpath. Gopath Brahman is associated with Atharvaved. Which of the following is a Samhita of Shukla Yajurved? Vajasanami. Which mandal of Rig Veda is completely dedicated to Soma? Ninth mandal. Ninth mandal of Rig Veda devoted wholly to Soma, the god who is named after the drink. Rite and rituals related to Yajna are mentioned in Yajurved. Which of the following Veda is divided into two branches as Krishna and Shukla? Yajurved. Compilation of which among the following is based upon the Rig Veda? Samved. Earliest evidence of use of iron in India has been discovered from Atranji Khera. When did the use of iron begin in the Indian subcontinent? 1300 से 1200 BC में. Upanishad are book on philosophy. Main theme of Upanishad, philosophy. Vedic literature talks about salvation. Upanishad. Famous dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama is mentioned in Kathopanishad. Nachiketa legends find mention in Kathopanishad. King Ashwapati of Upanishadic period was ruler of Kekaya. Which of the following correct order of Vedic literature? Vedic Samhita, Brahman, Aryanka, Upanishad. The river mentioned most in early Vedic literature is Sindhu. Vedic river Akshini is identified which one of the following river? Chenab. River mentioned in Rigveda indicates Aryan with Afghanistan. Kubha or Krumu. Vedic river Kubha was located in Afghanistan. Kubha Kabul, Purusni Rabi, Sadnira Gandak, Sutudri Satluj. In this period, Mahabharat was named as Mahanadi was Mahabharat Chitropala. As per Vayu Puran, what is the mythological name of Mahanadi? Nilotpala. Custom emerged during the post-Vedic Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprasth, Sannyas. While living in which ashram did a person have to perform the rituals of Panch Mahayagya? Grihastha ashram. Dharma and Rita depicted a central idea of ancient Vedic civilization. In context of dharma, conception of obligation and the discharge of one's duty to oneself and to others. Rita was fundamental moral law governing the functioning of universe and all it contained. In context of Indian culture, Rita means natural law. Among the following Vedic deity was believed to be their priest, Brihaspati, who among the following Brahmabadini, who composed some hymns of the Veda, Lopa Mudra. During the Rig Vedic period, word Nisaka was used for a jewelry, but in later it was used as a coin. During Rig Vedic period, Nisika was an ornament of neck. Nisika ancient gold ornaments. Bhogaj Kohi is important because inscriptions were found which mention the name of Vedic god and goddess. Which of the following inscriptions tell about the Aryans movement of Aryan from Iran to India? Bhogaj Kohi. An inscription of 14th century BC which describes the Vedic gods has been found in Bhagoj Kohi. Who among the following wrote the original homeland of Aryan? Balagangadhar Tilak. Name of scripture in which Purush Medha was mentioned? Satpat Brahman. Priest associated with King Videh Madhav referred in Satpat Brahman was Rishi Gautam Rahu Ghana. In the post-Vedic period, which was considered as axis of Aryan culture, Kuru Panchal, word Gotra occurs for the first time is Rig Veda. Religion of early Vedic Aryan was primarily of worship of nature and asanas. In Rig Vedic period, people believed mainly in sacrifice and rituals. Famous battle of Ten King was fought on the bank of Prusni. The famous battle of Ten King was discovered in the Rig Veda was fought on the Prusni. Following preferred Mate Tamma, Devi Tamma, Nadi Tamma. In Rig Veda, Saraswati. Give the name of tribe which were not related to Panchjana of Rig Veda Aryan. Kikat. Yadu, Turvasu, Dhruhu, Anu, Puru. In ancient period, chief livelihood source of the Aryan was agriculture. Yaba mentioned in Rig Veda used for agriculture product barley. Birahi rice, mudga, mung, yaba millet, ikshu sugarcane. Rig Vedic Pani belonged to which class of civilization? Trader. System of governance prevalent in Vedic era was descended monarchy. Sabha of Vedic era was a council minister. In which of the Veda Sabha Samiti are called as two daughters of Prajapati? Atharvaveda. In which Veda Sabha or Samiti declared separate institution? Atharvaveda. The Rig Vedic tribal assembly associated with the judicial function was Sabha. Which officer was known as Bhagdugha during Vedic administration? Revenue collector. Bhagdugha, revenue collector. Ayurveda, that is the science of life, appeared first in Atharvaveda. Rig Vedic religion was polytheistic. Largest number of Rig Vedic hymns was devoted to Indra, regarded as war god in Rig Veda. Indra. Largest hymn of Rig Veda dedicated to Indra. Largest number of hymns in Rig Veda belong to Agni. Study of following statement Vedic god Indra and select the correct. Was god of thunder or was the guardian of the moral? Was the god of rain? Who was the following was most popular god of early Vedic Aryan? Indra. Who of the following god considered war god in Vedic culture? Indra. 800 BC से 600 BC related to which era? Brahmin era. Gayatri mantra is found in which book? Rig Ved. Mantra famous with the name of Gayatri mantra found in Rig Ved. Gayatri mantra Vishwamitra. There was a provision for reciting which mantra in Upanyan ritual of Kshatriya caste? Tristup mantra. Sarga and Pratisarga. Bansa, Man, Bantra, Bansanucharitra are indicators of Puranas. Number of Puranas is 18. There are no parables. Upanishad are composed earlier than Purans. Matsya Puran, Markandeya Puran, Bhagavad Puran, Bhavishya Puran, Brahmanda Puran, Brahma Vaivarta Puran, Brahma Puran, Vamana Puran, Varaha Puran, Vishnu Puran, Vayu Puran, Agni Puran, Narada Puran, Padma Puran, Linga Puran, Garuda Puran, Skanda Puran, Kurma Puran. Shastra Saharsi Samhita is nickname of Mahabharata. According to Hindu mythology, which serpent offered himself as a rope for charming in the ocean? Basuki. In which phase concept of untouchability was put clearly? Dharma Shastra phase. From which Upanishad word Satmev Jayate? Mundaka Upanishad. Satmev Jayate Mundaka Upanishad. Satmev Jayate Mundaka Upanishad. Temso Ma Jyotirgamayam Upanishad. Not related to Rig Ved. No, not related to Gargi. Gargi Rig Ved की है. In which Upanishad famous dialogue Yajnavalkya and Gargi mentioned? Brihadraranyaka Upanishad. Literal meaning of which Upanishad is white horse? Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Legend Satya Kam Jabal, which challenge of the stigma of being unmarried mother is mentioned in Chandogya Upanishad. Fundamental or basic script of Rig Veda was Brahmi. In Vedic rituals, Hota is associated with Rig Veda. There is similarity in Avesta and Rig Veda. From which region the Avesta is related to Iran? Which of the following animal was considered as Aghanya? Cow. Aghanya in Rig Vedic mentioned for cow. The name of Aghanya in many passages of Rig Veda refers to cow. With the reference between culture of Rig Vedic Aryans and IBC, which of the following is correct? Rig Vedic Aryans used the coat of mail and helmet in warfare, where the people of IBC did not leave any evidence of using them. In the early Rig Vedic period, what was considered to be most valuable property? Cow. IBC urban, later Vedic society agrarian, Rig Vedic society pastoral, medieval period landlordism. In the context of ancient India society, which one of the following terms does not belong to category of other three? Kosa. कोसा मतलब ट्रीज, वंश, गोत्र और कुल, एसोसिएटेड फैमिली सिस्टम. टोटल नंबर ऑफ संस्कार 16. टीचर हु थॉट वेद वेदांग फॉर लाइवलीहुड आर कॉल्ड उपाध्याय.